We're here because Philip told me that quite a few people around the group have an issue with Facebook attribution after all those changes. And basically, that's our position, just to highlight you that it's not about iOS 14, what Facebook does, because iOS 14 only about apps. Facebook is preparing to the stuff that will be brought by Google Privacy Sandbox, and the impact will be way, way bigger and outside Facebook. It just pixels will stop working, and Facebook is preparing for this upfront. A little bit too late, but still upfront. So the biggest changes that you have is basically around something you can manage and something that is kind of difficult. Need to verify domain and need to use conversion API. Those two things. And if you cannot verify domain, you cannot get pixel to your advertisers like you used to do with Digistore, with ClickBank. So you cannot have data in Facebook data source, feed it back to Facebook machine learning, and get your ads up and running. So at least this is our understanding of the issue. And before we move on, am I correct? Because that's how it used to be.
Yes, I think so. I don't think I can answer that question, that if this is correct, but yes, definitely.
Before that, you used to send traffic to a landing page, from landing page to, I don't know, ClickBank, from ClickBank gets to the advertiser. They also have your pixel IDs. They're called for your traffic on advertiser's website. This data is being fed to Facebook data source. It feeds data to their machine learning, and machine learning powers your ad accounts, and you get quality results.
I was confused to see advertiser there, but this is what we call a vendor,
okay,
a product owner, right? Yes, this used to be exactly like this, and now we are.
Let us rename it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. So yes, and now the vendor is running it obviously from their domain, and yeah, we lost this connection, and I saw it myself just after verifying new domains and setting up new campaigns. There was no feedback loop, and the campaign wasn't learning anything. It was the worst campaign in my life. For a week, I got just a few orders, and it was just terrible.
Okay.
The cost was through the roof.
Okay. We're not Facebook media buyers of any skill. We're more into Google search as a company, but we do have customers, and we're talking about this today because our customers already confirmed that something will show to you now works. I mean, they confirmed.
Yes. So one remark here. One of the ladies in our community from Australia, she confirmed she's using RedTrack, and she confirmed that this solution worked for her. So
okay, good.
Yes,
I never knew about that.
Yeah, we got like the insider news from her that it's all good, and but she's not on the call today.
Okay, please pass our best regards to her. It's always a pleasure to hear from somebody else that something works for our customers. And we start to hear it more and more often, but that's always surprising. I just cannot get used to it. So what we did, it's in very simple terms, and let me rename it to vendor, so it's a proper to your approach. So it works like it used to do. You have your landing page, you send data from landing page to your affiliate network, and of course, as usual, it has some click ID. So whenever the conversion happens on the vendor page, whatever, affiliate network knows. And using regular S2S postbacks or a little bit more advanced stuff like we have, well, still S2S postback for ClickBank, or even updating conversions manually via API that we have for CJ, or like good old postbacks for Digistore or for Max Bounty or for DFO Global, we get all the conversion data. And so in RedTrack, we connect the conversion data with the Facebook click data that we collected on your page using our universal tracking script. And we send this data via Facebook Conversion API to your Facebook pixel. So it starts to power Facebook machine learning, and your account starts to perform. And basically, there are very simple steps around it. So universal tracking script. So something we put on your pages will work not for one Facebook campaign or just Facebook. It will work across all your paid traffic, and it will work across all the offers you want to promote. So that's good. It will work not only for Facebook, but 6 months from now, because digital fingerprints or cookies will die out. It supports Facebook Conversion API. And I think the simplest part, but most important, is that we send all the conversions that happened on your vendor's page to the Facebook as if they happened on your landing page. Because your landing page, you can verify the domain. Let me get to the scheme. In here, you can verify the domain. Then you set up that conversions that coming from this vendor are reported to Facebook as if they happened on your landing page. Consider this offline conversions in Facebook terms. And we send them back to Facebook real time now to improve the quality of attribution. We said we don't have all the data, like we don't have emails, we don't have some zip codes, we have some other stuff, and we actually don't want to deal with it because of GDPR. And Philip, you know it firsthand, it's a pain. So the less customer data, the better. But between Facebook ID, IP addresses, user agents, state, country, browser, all the other stuff, we provide sufficient data to Facebook to get their machine learning working and your account actually performing better than without it. So that's it. I mean, nothing extremely complex, no rocket science, just plain use of Facebook Conversion API and some simple workaround with your landing page being the origin of the conversions that we report to Facebook. That's it. I mean, like I said, it's like 10 minutes, and we can explain you how it works.
Yes. So what do we need to do in order to use it?
Okay, you need to have naturally RedTrack account, and you need to have a Facebook account, and you need to connect RedTrack account and Facebook account via API. And then if you use ClickBank, you also need to connect, do a small setup for ClickBank, because ClickBank does not support regular STS postbacks. So we wrote a small program to interpret the instant notification services, and you need to follow a very simple integration guide. When that's
Okay,
done,
so
yeah.
is this something that people like me who are not software engineers can do ourselves?
Yes, but typically we have a quick solution for people like you or me. I'm not also a software engineer, and we have Emil on the call. He helps our customers with onboarding. Basically, just you explain the setup. He does the first setup, for example, himself, or somebody from support team will help him. They record the short video of the setup so that you can repeat the same for all the other landing pages, offers, campaigns that you have without much hassle. It's not
Okay.
complex.
Yes. So one of the questions in our community was from the person who couldn't join was if, as I understand, they are using multiple Facebook profiles and multiple business managers and accounts, and this is very typical in affiliate community. But then, what does it mean for RedTrack? Can we like connect all of our accounts coming from different business managers or different profiles, meaning users of
Yes.
Facebook, to one RedTrack account, or do we need more RedTrack accounts? How does this work?
Naturally, so it's yes with a close, because when we did something we call multi-account integration, we followed Google logic. That is, it was working well until we started to get just guys like you mentioned. So what we do now is that one Facebook email can connect one Facebook ad account with one Facebook pixel. When we started to do this at scale, we realized that one Facebook email can have multiple ad accounts with multiple pixels that are interconnected between those ad accounts. So right now, out of the box, you can connect 5, 6, 7, 10. We don't care how many Facebook ad accounts in one RedTrack account, as long as one ad account equals one Facebook email. And while we're talking,
Okay.
our team is working on the setup when you can have one email, multiple ad accounts associated with that email, and multiple pixels. So basically, then it will be a complete solution. So depending how your other colleague who is not on the call has organized his multiple accounts, we may have a simple solution for him, or he may have to wait a couple of weeks while we finish this development.
Okay, so there are different approaches to how people organize their accounts in Facebook. So typically,
What?
we need to work on.
Somebody's
We
not on
have
mute.
a background noise. Yes. So there is a couple of methods, a couple of different approaches. Typically, we are using a lot of accounts with a relatively short lifetime. That's because Facebook likes to disable accounts very often for no reason, or at least a reason we don't really understand. And so, for example, the same campaign can run smoothly for a couple of months from one account and then get banned on a different account, being exactly 100% the same thing. So typically, our community members, they are dealing with multiple accounts, and they very often switch between those accounts every couple of weeks or months. So this is one. Second is how they connect, how they are organized in Facebook ecosystem. So we obviously are using multiple Facebook users, and the simplest setup is what we call a silo method. It means that one Facebook user has one business manager, one ad account, one pixel, one fan page, and multiple campaigns within this account. So this is very, very simple and easy to understand approach. However, the same, let's say, affiliate will have multiple of those silo accounts.
Clear.
And I'm sure everyone would like to just see the thing on the same dashboard. And obviously, there is also a question of the cost of RedTrack attached to it.
Mhm.
So we would not like to multiply the accounts
Yep.
too much.
Okay.
The other setup. So this is one. The other setup can be that we have, for example, 2, 3 Facebook users, or maybe 3, 4 Facebook users, and they have one business manager that will store multiple pixels and share with other accounts. So there might be a business manager with, let's say, account that is not really running ads, but it's been created only to be able to create pixels and share them to other profiles and other BMs and other ad accounts. Just for, this is only for the safety of the data, that when a given account gets disabled by Facebook for whatever reason, then we can withdraw the partnership with this account, but keep the pixel alive and keep gathering data on the same pixel. This used to be um, an approach that many people used, but today I'm not sure how sharing pixels between different business managers with different verified domains can work, because this is something I personally don't know if you can share a pixel that gathers data from different domains, but the ones that are not verified in every single VM. There is like domain A on VM1, domain B on VM2, and then one pixel to be used for both. I'm not sure if this can still be an approach that will be helpful to us.
Okay, so let me answer your question. We will support siloed approach out of the box. There will be additional charge in RedTrack for supporting multiple accounts, but we will not have any additional charge for the number of those additional accounts that you'll have. So you don't have to buy 1, 2, 3, 5, or many RedTrack subscriptions. You can have all your silos in one RedTrack account.
Okay.
For the second approach, I have definitely seen myself a business manager account with multiple pixels used across multiple ad accounts. We do not support this out of the box. We are working on improvements to our API integration with Facebook to support such approach too. So for silos, it's working right now as we speak. For the other approach, it may work, may not work, depending on the exact setup, but we are working towards that it will work even for that approach, irregarding of the setup the user will have.
Okay. Okay. I think like we have a mix of all approaches from the people I know from the group, and they just need to decide what they want to do. But I think all of us are accustomed with the silo approach, and probably that is the easiest way to test how RedTrack helps optimize their campaigns.
Yeah, and a silo is straightforward. With RedTrack, you just create, let's say, Facebook account 1 in RedTrack, Facebook account 2 in RedTrack, and then you have different Facebooks, each connected to its own pixel and ad account, working either in sequence or simultaneously, one by one, whatever works for you.
Okay.
Good. So anything else I can explain, show, answer right now? Because like I said, the solution may be complex on the back end and in the design, but it's very simple to explain how it works.
I think some of us have seen your tool and some didn't. I think if you can, unless it's in the videos, tutorial videos somewhere else, we can just have a look at the RedTrack dashboard, or
sure, it will be my
how
pleasure.
how we read the data, how we manage the data in your tool.
Okay, so let me stop sharing for a second. I need to open the proper. I mean, I need to open the account with live data that we have, and we use our script ourselves. So for to have always an account with some, it's not a lot of Facebook data. It's mostly Google data. Like I said, we are buying in Google, but you'll see how the dashboard works and how the stuff works in RedTrack. So this is our dashboard, and this one is very simple. If we would have this call 3 weeks from now, I would show you our new UI. It's radically different, way better, more visually appealing. But for now, Philip knows we are Eastern European software developers, and we dig numbers more than we dig visuals. So we have a lot of numbers and not really in terms of visuals. So you have all your campaigns here with a lot of additional data that you can actually set up what you want to see. what you don't want to see, all the different indicators, types, etc. You have, let me try to switch the view quickly if I have something just to show you how it works. It works. So I removed some extra data. So we now have only clicks, conversion rate, and costs, and across all the campaigns and traffic sources. Now, this will be your campaigns. This will be the offers you promote. This will be the affiliate networks you work with. And this will be traffic sources, like multiple Facebook accounts, for example, or Facebook and Google and Bing and whatever traffic source you use. And the good part about RedTrack is that, without jumping into a lot of details, is that we have campaigns and the reports to go really granular into the data across all the sub-IDs. Let me show you some Google stuff. Hold on, Google. So like, and same for Facebook, you can go in all the additional information like campaign name, ad set performance, all the other stuff. You can activate automatic cost update, and we'll reach via API costs from Google and Facebook automatically. We have some auto optimization for if you have complex funnels with multiple offers and multiple landing pages working at the same time. You can let RedTrack slightly manage your traffic distribution. But then we also have reports on the offer level, on the traffic source level, like overall for the Facebook account, or overall for your like affiliate network performance. We also, based on the plan, give access to click conversions and postbacks to Google or Facebook, or Taboola, all the raw data. You of course can use custom domains. We have, and I don't want to do it to a full scale, very long demo. I'm just jumping across key stuff. We have automation. It's basically when you can set up what will happen. And let me again open it for the Google example. Like what can happen with campaign if any of the KPIs like conversion rate will be less than, I don't know, 1% after 10 conversions. Then you can pause campaign in Google Ads and send your webhook in Slack with some additional information about the campaign. Or if, for example, a particular, I don't know, placement is not working, then you can blacklist the placement or just send yourself a notification. And between all the different settings we have, you can get alerts for all the key changes in your account automatically. And after this, I mean, like I said, RedTrack will be dashboards, campaigns, that is where you get all the traffic and conversions, some campaign setup, like your typical tracker, with multiple ways to do, like multiple pre-landers, landers, just regular landing pages, and that will be probably your typical setup for the ClickBank or Max Bounty. And then you have additional offers where you promote stuff from ClickBank, and then reports on offer performance, and of course landing pages, sources, networks, logs, some tools. This is stuff if you want to run your own affiliate network or you have third-party customers that you want to share data with. So I'm not just going into there. All of this is also available on YouTube. We have live stream talking about the same topics. It's usually me talking about the same topics. Or we have playlists like Q&A sessions, webinars, tutorials with overview of the interface and some other stuff. And that's it.
Okay. The one thing you mentioned, the multi-landing pages or something like this. Is this something for pages that require multiple steps before they are sent to the vendor's page, the sales page?
Sometimes, yeah, we have customers with the funnel when they have pre-lender, then landing page, sorry, pre-lender, you can see, then landing page, and then after landing page, you send traffic to the vendor's page.
Yes, we sometimes use quiz lenders.
Quiz lenders would be a pain, depending on how the quiz is organized. And
it's all organized as a series of simple pages in Convertri.
Convertri is better. We know how to work with Convertri.
It's just, yeah, there is no logic behind it. It's really, let's say, a sales funnel for people to go through, and whichever answer, it's usually yes, no questions, and whichever answer you click, you go to the next question and next question. There is usually 4 or 5 questions, and then it goes to the VSL.
Yeah, I do know that we used to have those cases with Convertri, and we actually solved them, and it works. Same with ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is actually a bigger mess. Sorry if somebody from ClickFunnels will ever see it, but software is quite complex. And we usually can find a way for most of the cases. Why I'm saying this is because there is a tracking pixel that uses some JavaScript to help with redirects if you have any offers in rotation. And sometimes there is a conflict between our JavaScript and server JavaScript. And sometimes this conflict should be solved by guys with tech skills. And in rare cases, those conflicts cannot be solved at all. So we just say, guys, sorry, we cannot rewrite this survey ourselves. And the JavaScript used in the survey is so improperly organized that we cannot help. We don't even want to just rewrite the whole survey. So when it's a survey, we have it often. If we still have Wanda on the call, she'll tell that's probably every other case. And in 80%, we are, well, even more than 80%, probably we are successful. Some cases, we just say, hey, you need to use some other survey for the same purpose, but just done a little bit more properly.
Right. Okay. It's clear enough. I think all of us always have a simple landing page as an alternative.
No, I have no concerns about the survey, just the fact that sometimes it's not because of us, it's because of the technology, and we're not able to find an easy way to 100% cover all the different types of surveys that are out there. So for the last part of our presentation, you can make a screenshot. This is a small present for you. You are our pioneers. Well, of course, at least you are pioneers in terms of presenting this solution publicly. So you can enjoy either 3 months with small discount. If you like it, then you can get an annual subscription. And we can always switch this to individual demos. And like I said, we help all of our customers with the setup. So you shouldn't be concerned with the fact that you will need to wrap your brain around all the codes. It's simple, but we'll set it up for you. We'll record the video, how it works, and then you'll just follow along.
Okay, perfect. So I think there was a question in chat about the type. Could you repeat the type of the membership that we need for, let's say, for the silo method?
Yep. So right now, again, all the prices there are very transparent. We don't need to hide anything. We have 2 plans that we're looking at: it's Pro Plan and Team Plan. Pro Plan and Team Plan, the difference is between the number of ad accounts you can connect. So one ad account, just to make sure it works, API support, all the features I showed you and more, is a Pro Plan. When you start to connect multiple ad accounts, it used to be a Team Plan. But like I said, as we realized that we have a lot of solo affiliates using multiple ad accounts, we are making a little bit change in our pricing. So there will be a step between Pro and Team specifically for the cases we described. It will happen sometime in March, but we know
Okay.
how much it will cost, so we can accommodate it currently through an extra discount. Of course, if you'll need any other features from the team plan, that we have a lot of other stuff in the team plan, like publisher panel, like something else, then you will have to upgrade to team. But only for multiple Facebook accounts, we will find a way to help you.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.